So, any of you that read my Instagram or my Facebook know I had to put on my sensible hat for this because it's emotional. I sat down to write Jordan's biography and work on my other book. That's My Good Eye Jimmy. And I was looking at my messages, Facebook Messenger, and I seen a bunch of spam messages. So I went and looked at them. There was 31 of people that supposedly knew my son, blaming me for him killing himself. I let that shit go because I know the truth. That shit don't bother me at all because I know what the truth is. But I also, since Christmas Day when he committed suicide, I've been trying to get a hold of the people whose home he did it in. The people that were nice enough to take him in, him and Caitlin. And there was a man, the man was there. I had about a 2-hour conversation with him text-wise. It's destroyed his family. They're separated. The kids are all messed up, need psychiatric help. The 13-year-old and the 3-year-old. His wife is now a drug addict. He's a mess. Our family's a mess. Nothing good comes from suicide, man. If you're thinking of suicide, reach out, man. Reach out, because the people you leave behind, you destroy. I'm not going to let this darkness... I know now what happened. I won't say it here, I'll say it in the book. At least I can write the final chapter, but I know now exactly what happened and why it happened and who made sure it happened and who, the 5 W's, I know all that. I can't, I'm bitter. I'm trying to hold Shaky Dan Burner back because I don't want him coming out and I'll end up it won't be good for anybody. Anyone that knows me, that when my shaky side comes out, which is about every 7 years and it's due to come out, I usually end up in quite a jackpot because when I screw up big time. I don't go for no petty shit. So I can't become that person. I refuse to allow that to happen. I'm going to smile. Sorry, I'm not myself tonight. Like I said this morning, I knew something was up this morning. If you look at my videos, for the last 2 days, I knew something was brewing. And how did I just stumble across the message from the man I've been trying to get a hold of since Christmas Day to apologize for what my son did to him and his family? The man's a mess. The tears I have now are for him, not for me. He cut Jordan down. Jordan was hanging on the back of the laundry room door with his son's karate belt. He cut him down and tried to revive him until the ambulance got there. I can only imagine, I can only imagine what that man has to go through every night when he closes his eyes. And I feel so sorry for him. I wish I could take his hurt. I'm having a hard time taking my own hurt. But I'll cry it out. And then I'll smile it out. Because Jordan wouldn't want this. I don't care what his friends say. I know, Jordan knows that for his whole... Right up until he, moved out of the house, I was there for him every day. I quit all my jobs, went to 1,100 meetings. I fought for him for 11 years, and he knows all that. It was the dark Jordan that was saying evil things, the drugged up Jordan. Jordan had, whether anyone wants to admit it or not, he was schizophrenic. He had more than 2 completely different personalities. And schizophrenia does run in my family, as we all know. Like, I'm crazy. All of us were crazy. My oldest brother hung himself in Switzerland. Nobody knows why. He just decided to do it one day. Had a beautiful wife, beautiful life, beautiful kids. Jessica. And no one knows why he did it. He just did it. Lord knows I fought that demon many a times. I did commit suicide on August 22nd, 2002, and was revived. I'll never do it again, because if you saw look what it's done to me, and Jenny, and Randy, and Dakota. And now this poor man and his family, the family's destroyed. They're all separated. The kids are getting psychiatric help. You know, Christmas will never be the same for us or for them. Like he said, Christmas will never exist in their life again because all he's going to do is see Jordan hanging on the door. You know, but we left it. We had a good talk, and I think it helped both of us. So like I said, I got to cry it out. I'm human, you know. I got to let it out. I got to let the tears out. But that there'll be... I have my closure. Now I already knew what, you know, because I know my son and I know her. I know the lifestyle. I've been there, done all that. I knew what the story was. And you know, fuck crack and fuck meth. Crack and meth dealers should get life in prison automatically. Automatically. They're committing murder. I call it living murder, where they kill a person inside, but the body keeps on going. How many buckets do you see on the street, all jokes aside, that are, you know, they're just a human shell carrying an insane person inside, a person whose brain has been fried. Especially the meth, you know. The meth can destroy you in weeks. At least crack takes a while, but meth can do it in a week. Take you from being a human to a slug under a rock. I don't know. Like I said, I cried up, but I'm going to smile too. I'm going to smile for Joe, you know. But for now, I think I'll just, you know, smoke this spliff. I gotta still get a glass of wine. I guess I'll smoke this spliff and if I can keep the damn thing lit. Once again, my lungs are so bad I can't even keep a joint lit. I have to hire somebody to smoke for me. Anybody looking for a job, to come over and give me super totes. Even Daffy's leaving me alone tonight. Yeah, so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know what, I can't tell you how I feel. I feel relieved. Because I know now, you know, you need that closure. Even though you already know the truth, you need somebody, a stranger, to tell it to you. And then it sinks in, closure. I can't believe the rudeness of some of his friends, but they were talking, they were all messages Christmas, the day he did it, Christmas Day, and like from between December 1st and December 5th. And frankly, they can all go frack themselves. I don't give a shit what other people think. Other people's opinions are just that, they're opinions. If you know the truth, why worry about their opinion? You know, it's just their opinion. Everybody's got one, they're like assholes. I got all kinds of opinions, and I'm an asshole. What can I tell you? Hey, if it smells like one, take it to the shower. Speaking of showers, made that damn chili, right? Now my invisible friend, he's got the chili farts, right? And I keep telling him, go out back on the deck when you got a fart, but no, he comes right beside me and farts. So now I got an invisible guy giving me chili farts. And the other 2 guys in my head don't like him, eh? They don't like him. If they can get their hands on him, he's getting it, but we can't get a hold of the bastard. So he's just tormenting us all night, going around doing chili farts. I just thought I'd throw that in there, you know, because on top of everything else, I gotta live with that. Wherever he is. Could be behind me, could be right beside me, I don't know, he's fucking invisible. See, I can't keep a joint lit. Man needs a woman. Super toast. Oh, there we go, that's better. I don't know what this one is, some kind of kush. I don't know what all that meme shit. When I was, I brought up where it's called weed. You mean weed, man? Then they started calling it ganja. So, never a dull moment in the life of Dying Dan, I'll tell you that. But yeah, so I guess, the word, not the word, what's his name, the guy upstairs? God works in mysterious ways, which is obvious. Like, how did I stumble upon those messages? They've been there since December, and I just noticed up in the corner that there was a red thing, so I clicked on it. I didn't, and on Facebook Messenger, it's got message requests, and there was like 32 message requests, and a bunch of porno shit. And I started going through them, and it's all people calling me real bad names. Like I haven't been called bad names in 63 years, you know what I mean? I call myself bad names. I'm an asshole, It wasn't always, I wasn't always me. I used to be the other guy there before that. So, like I said, what his friends are saying don't bother me at all, because I know the truth, But I was so glad to talk to the man whose whose life is destroyed. As ironic as that sounds, like, you know what I mean. He was very thankful. I think I helped him out a lot, but he's an empty shell. He says, I can only imagine. I could never get that picture. I have found friends hanging. I've been, I've witnessed murders and that, and it never leaves you. It never leaves you. Since I killed Larry, I see Larry's face every night for 60 years. Well, 50 years, 45 years, whatever it's been. But it's one of the last things I see every night before I go to sleep. Never should have done it. It was an accident, but, it was an accident that ended in death. I've had to live with that all my life. That ain't good. And then, some of the other stuff I did, I used to like to blow stuff up a lot. Hence the dynamite charges. But we got through all that. It's in my book. So there's my smile, and it's a genuine one. And I'm just thinking to myself now, I got the closure, and I can feel that weight come off me, because it's, like I said there a few minutes ago, even though you know the truth, you got to hear it. You got to hear the truth. And from a stranger, it's more believable, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. So, I got that now. It's a great intention with Jenny. I'm so worried about Jenny, but, we'll talk it out and we'll get through it together. We don't, she has no one but me and Dakota, Randy, her brother Jeff. But when it comes to Jordan, we'll talk it out. I don't want her to be, we can't be angry. We have the right to be angry at certain parties. Caitlin, I don't want to say your name out loud and put it right on you, but we have the right to be very, very mad at you right now. But I'm not going there. Karma will come and get you, like it come and gets everybody. Got me. Still get me, karma, for all the wrong I did. I'm going to outlive every one of my friends and family. Live a lonely, lonely life, all cut up. It's already happened. That's my karma. You pay for your crimes. I don't care. Read my blogs, my serious blogs, not my insanity ones. Read I committed suicide once, or what happened after my death. Go to WordPress.com and look through my archive and see where I've been in the last 16 years. It's all on there. I think there's 16, it's either 12 or 16 years on that blog of my life. And Jordan, I hope you're resting in paradise, but I hope you're with your grandmother and your brothers that you never met, the brothers that died from other relationships. I have 4 that have died. I've never met them, because I wasn't allowed home, but I didn't even know about 4 or 3 of them until 40 years after they were born, and somebody got around to telling me. They could have told me like 39 years ago, but no, they waited 40 years to tell me that I had 4 sons. But they were probably better off without me back them days, because I was, like I said, I was hanging with Noel and Gigi and all them. I wasn't a good person. So then I had to go away to college. Turned 21 in prison. Doing life waiting for parole. You know what I mean? It's all good. Jordan, I miss you. I know you can't hear me because it's on a different plane of existence. We'll meet again someday when Sheena walks me across paddles me across the river Styx. We're so happy to see Sheena. My guardian angel. Talk to her every day. She talks to me every day. She's hugging me now. But, yeah, so I'll turn by. What time is it? About 2:30 in the morning. Give me till 5. I'll have this into a smile. I will not, I refuse. I absolutely refuse to let myself, if I go into a depression, then I'm committing suicide. Simple as that. And I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to go into a depression. I'm going to go into a happy dance. Like I tell everybody, I'd be the biggest hypocrite on the planet. Right now I'm in a storm. Yeah, I'm in Hurricane Katrina on the ground level with my mind and my son's suicide, and my cancer, my heart condition, my 3 queens. trying to take care of everybody. I don't want anybody to be sad when I'm gone. My kids, my adopted kids, my kids that, like, I got all kinds of kids that aren't my kids, but I'm their father, and quite a few of them actually, because I've taken care of a lot of kids over my years. My beautiful Samantha, Ty, and Amber, and Jordan's gone, Dakota, Randy, my 3 little nieces I'd do anything in the world for. Caitlin, Kenzie, Bear, Lexi, Shane's kids, I'll do anything for that family. And I guess I'll never know my grandkids, but if you're not in their life, you're not hurting them. Why introduce me into their life now, especially with what's happened? And there's going to be a lot of resentment. Thank God they live with her mother and not with her. But there's going to be resentment. I can't go there. I refuse. So, like I said, give me till 5 o'clock in the morning now. I'll get up above the Katrina storm. Because when you get above the clouds, no matter what, it's always bright and shiny unless it's night, and then it's beautiful and star bright. And you see the whole universe. Daytime, you get to see the sun in all its glory, and it's always blue skies and sunny above the clouds. I don't care how bad the storm on the ground is, if you can look above. That's why we look to the heavens. Since the beginning of time, man, always look to the heavens. Everybody says it's because we came from aliens. No, we look to the heavens because that's where it all is. We're just a speck of dust in a very, very large pool of whatever we are. We're just we're smaller than a breadcrumb when it comes to the universe. And we look to the heavens because we know the ground is stormy, especially in the beginning of man when, volcanoes and shit. We still get volcanoes and earthquakes, and what happens? We pray to God and we look up, right? Because we know, get off the ground, that's where the storm is. If we can get above the clouds, we know there's no storm. What does an airplane do? What do these big jets do when they see a thunderstorm ahead? They fly above it. They don't fly below it. If they do, they end up like, another rock star did. Fly under the clouds. You're a rock star. You're hitting the side of a mountain. But get above the clouds where it's sunny and bright. For everything in your life, everything. Physics is not wrong. For everything, whether it be a physical, anything to do with energy, life at all, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. You do evil, good karma comes along and fractures life right up. And if you notice, people that do good all their life usually end up with tragedy because they are good people and they get taken advantage of and bad things happen to them. But they still do good things. You can beat the shit out of me today, and if I see you hungry tomorrow, I'll buy you a meal because that's the human thing to do. You can't hate. I don't hate the guy that killed my mother. I don't. I can't. I'm not capable of that. It's as lax as it sounds. I don't like him, but I don't know if I'm capable of hate because I've been hated, and to hate somebody, I don't know. I'm weird like that. But here you see, this is. All these videos show you what my life is like, and I'm not even talking about the cancer because I don't know where I stand with that. I was hoping to know last week, but Friday is the big heart test, so we find out then, and whatever, we already know, I get terminal, non-treatable cancer, so what do you expect, a lollipop? This is my Leonard Cohen hat, I call it. I love Leonard Cohen. He's the last of their true minstrels. I think the closest we have in modern society to a new Leonard Cohen would be Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's very, very, very good poet, very good songwriter, very good entertainer, very good singer. And what was Leonard Cohen? A very good poet, a very good songwriter, the last of the true, real entertainers, the last of the real gentlemen. They're talking like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Leonard Cohen. Those guys were gentlemen. They had respect. No one on the planet had respect like Leonard Cohen. The man, if I could have made it to the island of Crete and visited him in his home, I would have went 1,000,000 times because I met him once when I was younger at a coffee cafe in Yorkville back in the hippie years when he was young. Met Bob Dylan there too, Murray McLaughlin. We used to hang around. That was during our hippie years when we used to hang around. Had the commune. But so I have peace now. I can feel it. I feel different now that I've talked to this man. My heart breaks for him, and I'm sure his heart breaks for me. But the heart that was broken the most was Jordan's. Jordan's heart was broke. He was broke. He didn't know what to do. And the drugs, the amount of drugs they were doing, just really, like an enormous amount of drugs, enormous amount of coke. And, obviously cocaine psychosis, but that's not an excuse. It's still a decision you make. I know, I'm talking from experience. I've been out here since I was 12 years old. That's a long time, man. Long time. Since I was a snot-nosed kid with shit in my pants. I wouldn't go home. I just said, fuck it. I'm going to go be a rebel. And I'm still a rebel. I'm not your normal person. I'm a rebel of the internet now. I took all my violence and anger and turned them into words. I'm putting it out there, and I'm hoping that, I don't know, that I reach one person out there that's hearing my words saying, you know what, I don't want to go through what that guy, the guy's had an interesting life, and I'd watch the movie or read the book, but I wouldn't want to live his life, and I'm living his life, so I'm going to change. I got one person to do that. One person to put down the crack pipe, or one person to put down the gun or the dynamite, or, decide not to kill that guy. If I can get one person to do that out of my whole, even if I only live till tomorrow, 62 and a half years on the planet, if I can get one person to change his path in life, then my work here is done. I have one graduate. I can say at least I was a success. Because his success will be my success. And I'm not taking, I don't want any praise for helping the person. I just want to know that I helped at least one person not be. But the bad me, I was, anyone that knows my life story is Shaky Dan Burner. If somebody tells you Shaky's coming, call a cab, man. Call a cab, an Uber, and a fire truck. Get the fuck out of there, because he's coming. I can't even stop him. I hate it when he comes out. I lock that demon away. When I get out of prison, I lock him away. I let him out one time to knock a cop out for calling Brown Boy the N-word. What was the other time? No, there was one other incident. We won't go there because that's not really resolved yet. But yeah, that don't come out. And anyways, I'm rambling because that's what I do. I'm Dying Dan with a rambling mind. See, I feel better now, I'm okay. I can feel almost like a gas rising out of my body, and it's taking away all that apprehension I had waiting to get the closure. Even though, like I said, too, I already knew. We know what happened, but I had to hear it from a stranger, the person that witnessed it. So there's no doubt at all, the man that cut him down and tried to revive him. God bless his soul. At least he tried, and it's destroyed him. It's destroyed him. And I wish I could take his pain into me. Maybe I could if I was close to him with my lighthouse gift. I've done that. I'm capable of that. I've done it before. If not, Miss V could do it with body talk or Reiki, whatever you call it. But Jordan, I love you. I know we had our moments, but we had good moments too. We had. Up until you moved out of the house and I went crazy with the drugs and you went crazy with the drugs, we were tight. And even when we hated each other, we still loved each other because, you're my true blood. You left me 2 grandsons, but, God bless them. May their lives be cheerful and not, maybe they break the circle, Let them be the ones that don't do drugs or drink. And I'm pretty sure the way Kathleen's raising them, they'll be fine young gentlemen. Last time I saw, I've only seen them like 5 times in their life, but last time I saw them, they were pretty polite, well brought up boys, and I was very proud of Kathleen for the way she's raising them. And like I said, I feel better now. I don't even think I'm going to cry. I think I'm going to try to get my hands around the throat of that damn invisible guy, because if he farts once more, I can't. I'm afraid of the room blowing up, man. That's methane gas, and I'm telling you, it's burning my eye. I mean, that's my bad eye, and it's burning it, you know what I mean? Geez, not my good eye, Jimmy. Keep that one closed. I want to lose the good one. But God bless the family that, you know, that I don't want to say their names without your permission, but God bless the man. God bless, and I hope that him and his wife get back together. I hope the psychiatrist can help their kids. Apparently, the kids took it, Christmas Day. Santa Claus leaves you a dead guy in your laundry room. Like, oh, come on, man. And it was the kid that found him, apparently. Or no, Caitlin was screaming real loud, and the kids ran down first. And, you think she would have made sure they didn't run into the room, but she let them run into the room. The teenager just destroyed the teenager. And then the man came down and cut him down and tried to revive him. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine it. I can't, because I shouldn't say I can't imagine it. I've had to do it, but I cut them down way before they were dying. Or some idiot at the clubhouse decided to string himself up in the bathroom. I had to go in there and knock him out so I could cut. He wouldn't let me cut him down. I had to knock him out and cut him down and kick him out of the clubhouse. But that's another story. I'll put that in a book someday. God, even when I'm depressed, I look good, though, I don't like the mask thing, man, screwing up my beard, so I got a spiker, you know what I mean? I gotta put more elastics in it. Beard Lives Matter, too. That's what BLM stands for. Beard Lives Matter. Anyways, I gotta go. It's 26 minutes, 50 seconds. I out. This is Diane Dan's Video Adventures with Death, number 53. And the relief of me. I got the closure, so like I said, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. We'll talk in the morning. Peace out.